Hey everyone, we are a couple weeks now into our world famous holiday sale, and we are still on Black Friday right now. And we wanted to take a couple minutes and walk around the warehouse and show you what it looks like, and actually a little setup here of some changes that we made. You can hear some of the lifts moving around in the background, but we were running out of space. I mean, that's not a bad thing to have because that means we can keep bringing in a lot new product. We haven't built onto the building, but we've rearranged some things and I guess kind of worked it out so that we can add a whole lot more products than what we had before. So it was a process. Shout out to our warehouse team. They've done a fantastic job, and our warehouse manager for getting this all set up. But you can see everything behind me right here. I'm just gonna stand out of the way. All of this was overstock area. Overstock is kind of the extra stuff. We had some boxes of, well, maybe some really old Geneon titles, or some of the stuff you could have found in our bargain bin, the dollar blind box items. But we had those. We were able to sell a lot of that over the last couple months and free up some of the space here. And we are bringing in a lot more products, figures, some of the bigger art books, things that are taking up space that we haven't had a big inventory stock level before, but we do now. Trying to make it so that everything is in stock when you order, as much as possible anyway, and that we can turn around and get it sent out to you right away. As you can see, we're starting to fill in some items here, but we definitely rearranged this. This was an area that we had some of those bulkier items, some of the limited edition sets, or the body pillows even, or some of the bigger figures. And that stuff's now at the back of the warehouse in Z, well, as much as we can, and trying to fill in some more of the standard manga sizes, some of the anime, or just the Blu-rays and DVDs that we have. But as you can see, we're starting to fill in here. This won't take long before this is entirely taken over, and we have most of the items that are those unconventional sizes more back toward the warehouse or in another row now. But this kind of gives us some more space so that people are able to keep on through the routine, go right up and down the aisles and get everything that they need. And this exact same setup is now on the other side of this aisle too, so doubling the space. Well, probably a lot more than doubling when it's all said and done because of the way that it used to be structured. But now we have not only this whole area, but behind this as well, to be able to fill these shelves up with all the manga and the Blu-rays that we have to keep stuff in stock as much as possible. To the tables. We're on the end of where the rows kind of, well, the entire layout of the warehouse, we're on the very end. This was all built a few years ago too, as we were running out of space, and we added a whole row. And this is originally where we had all these kind of non-traditionally shaped items, figures, body pillows, that kind of stuff. And as you can see, we have filled this up, and that's why we are down at row Z now and have the entire back of the warehouse to start this process over again. And in front of me, we've got some tables laid out because during these holiday sales, during Black Friday, we do these limited time bundles. And bundles, as like advertised, are bundles of a bunch of the items. So for instance, I've got a bunch of Haikyuu here in front of me, and these are part of a bundle. And as we get them out into their location, you can notice the size of these boxes here. As they come out, we're putting them in orders and getting them right out of the warehouse as fast as possible. And in the past, these size boxes didn't fit on a shelf very well. So even though they were turning really fast, they're still big boxes, and we don't really have spaces for the boxes. So temporary solution right now, we've got some tables out here, and I do mean temporary because, again, as we put these out, each day we do replenishment for all the primary locations based on the orders that are coming in. They're getting shipped right out to the customers, and hopefully you're picking some up, some bundle here, and we are sending that out to you as fast as possible. I showed you the shelves earlier of the new locations that we had on both sides of that aisle where stuff is going to be able to go into their new primary location. A lot of this stuff is going to end up there, probably just after our sale, after things slow down just a little bit. But for the time being, we are able to socially distance up and down this aisle where a lot of people are doing all of their bundle work and trying to get it out to you as fast as possible. Thank you very much for stopping by and checking out some of the changes we've made to the warehouse, hopefully making it so that we can keep a lot more products in stock and get them out the door to you as fast as possible. See, we've got some carts lined up behind me, which means it's kind of winding down for the end of today. We're going to get ready to fill all these up so that first thing tomorrow we can start sending some orders right back out the door to you as quick as possible. Don't forget, it's only week 2 of the Black Friday sale. We've got more weeks to go for the holiday. Thanks a lot for checking us out, and see you next time.